demon in the wrist, a legend born in lightning that the world has never missed. Every time I crank the handle, the clouds begin to moan. I'm a king upon a chariot of magnesium and bone. I ain't running from the law, I'm running with the rain, pumping bolts of electricity through every single vein. Hear the wings start to beat in the valley of the heat. The sound of rolling thunder is the sound of my retreat. It's the Thunderbird throttle, screaming in my head, carving out a canyon through this God-forsaken land. I'm the lightning in the cylinder, I'm the fire in the sky, riding on a storm that'll never ever die. Twisted to the limit, let the feathers start to fly. Thunderbird's throttle, watch the world go by. The asphalt is a river, and I'm riding on the crest, with the spirit of the ancients beating inside of my chest. I don't need no feathers, and I don't need no wings, just the mechanical salvation that a wide open throttle brings. The rain is hitting like a bullet, the wind is like a wall, but the Thunderbird is rising and he's never gonna fall. I'm synchronized with heaven in the dance of gasoline. It's the Thunderbird's throttle, screaming in my head, carving out a canyon through this God-forsaken land. I'm the lightning in the cylinder, I'm the fire in the sky, riding on a storm that'll never ever die. Twisted to the limit, let the feathers start to fly. Thunderbird's throttle, watch the world go by. Crack the storm, feed the beast, from the western dark to the burning east. It's the Thunderbird throttle, screaming in my head, I'm carving out a canyon through this God-forsaken land. I'm the lightning in the cylinder, I'm the fire in the sky, riding on a storm that'll never ever die. Ride the lightning, be the storm. The engine is cold, but the spirit is warm. Cutting through the velvet, a blade of jagged light, slicing up the shadows of a long night. I flick the switch too high just to see what's in the way, but the glass is showing things that don't belong today. A face in the reflection, a jacket in the glare. I blink my eyes and look again, but there's nothing there. The white lines are screaming, the bugs are hitting hard, but I'm seeing ghosts dancing in every single yard. Don't look too close, don't follow the beam. You're riding on the edge of a high-speed dream. It's a high beam haunting, 12 volts of fear. The ones I've buried are suddenly near, caught in the circle, trapped in the glow. Faces from a chapter that I closed long ago. Turn it off, stay in the black before the light shows the one who's on your back. There's a rider in the distance, I see his chrome shine, but he's moving like a phantom on a broken yellow line. I try to catch his colors, I try to see his patch, but he's made of silver light that a man can't ever catch. Is it my brother, is it my son, or just the tally of the damage that I've done? The filament is shaking, the bulb is gonna burst. Of all the ways to die, this vision is the worst. It's a high beam haunting, 12 volts of fear. The ones I've buried are suddenly near, caught in the circle, trapped in the glow. Faces from a chapter that I closed long ago. Turn it off, stay in the black before the light shows the one who's on your back. Trapped in the glow, faces from a chapter that I closed long ago. Just the road, just the light, just the things that hide in the white. temple of fire, hidden in the cylinder, deep in the dark, waiting for the signal to throw the holy spark. The air is getting heavy, the fuel is getting cold, but you've got a story that's waiting to be told. A gap of a millimeter, a bridge of pure light, holding back the shadow and the ending of the fight. One flick of the wrist, one turn of the key, little saint of the iron, won't you set me free? Oh, the spark plug saint, keep the fire alive between the stall and the gear. Let the spirit survive. You're the flesh in the chamber, the snap in the bone, the only reason that I'm making it home. Kick the demon out, let the piston scream, burn the nightmare into a gasoline dream. Carbon on the tip like a sinner's dark stain, trying to choke the power and to kill the brain. But I cleaned you with a prayer and a bit of my sleeve, because in the holy combustion I still believe. When the law is in the mirror and the road starts to bend, you're the only little savior on which I can depend. A bolt of blue lightning in a cage of black steel. Oh, the spark plug saint, keep the fire alive between the stall and the gear. Let the spirit survive. You're the flash in the chamber, the snap in the bone, the only reason that I'm making it home. Kick the demon out, let the piston scream, burn the nightmare into a gasoline dream. Give it, snap it, let the fire drop it. chrome, reaching for the sky. A silver cross for a man who's ready to die. I don't need a priest, I don't need a pew. I've got 10 inches of steel to see me through. I grip the rubber like I'm holding a soul, keeping the chaos under heavy control. control. It's my Hellsing weapon, it's my iron defense, making the madness finally start to make sense. When the wolves start to howl at the edge of the town, this is the altar that never lets me down. Oh, Handlebar Hellsing, steer me through the fire, above the mud and the blood and the funeral pyre. It's a wing for the angel, a tusk for the beast, a place for the sinner, and a place for the priest. Hold on tight to the metal and the bone with the Handlebar Hellsing. You're never alone. The vibration is a prayer that I feel in my wrists, banishing the demons through the turns and the twists. One hand for the throttle, one hand for the clutch, the only two things that the devil can't touch. I'm carving a path through the valley of ghosts, leaving behind all the heavenly hosts. If I let go, the world's gonna end, but as long as I'm holding, I got a God for a friend. Oh, Handlebar Hellsing, steer me through the fire, above the mud and the blood and the funeral pyre. It's a wing for the angel, a tusk for the beast, a place for the sinner, and a place for the priest. Hold on tight to the metal and the bone with the Handlebar Hellsing. You're never alone. Crucified on the road, nailed to the gear, riding away from everything I fear. Hey! Hey! Oh, Handlebar Hellsing, steer me through the fire, above the mud and the blood and the funeral pyre. It's a wing for the angel, a tusk for the beast, a place for the sinner, and a place for the priest. Steer me straight, steer me true. The iron is the only thing that's holding me to you. Pipes are coughing up a thick gray cloud, Wrapping the morning in a gasoline shroud, I see a name written in the swirl in the haze, a face from the fire of the younger days. It's the breath of the fallen, it's the sigh of the lost, counting the miles and the heavy, heavy cost. They ain't in the dirt and they ain't in the sky, they're just riding the vapor as the world goes by. Every time I twist the grip I hear a brother speak, through the rattle of the middle and the carbon stain leak. Oh, there's a ghost in the exhaust, following the trail, a whisper in the wind, the spirit on the gale. They're the smoke in my lungs, they're the blur in my sight, guiding me home through the dead of the night, riding on the fumes of the life that we live, living in the pipes. The voices of the dead. Tailpipe is singing a song of regret, of the blood and the dust and the debts never met. Don't try to wash it, don't try to stay clean. There's a holy vibration inside the machine. It's the soot on the jacket, it's the ash on the sleeve, the only religion that a man can believe. When the column of smoke rises up to the sun, you can see all the battles that the spirits have won. Oh, there's a ghost in the exhaust, following the trail, a whisper in the wind, a spirit on the gale. They're the smoke in my lungs, they're the blur in my sight, guiding me home through the dead of the night, riding on the fumes of the life that we live, living in the pipes. The voices of the dead. They never left the road, they never stopped the spin, they're just waiting for the day to let the brothers in. Guiding me home through the dead of the night. I hear you, brother, I smell the fire. Until we meet again on the wire. First layer is the oil, the second is the dust, the third is the salt, and the fourth is the rust. I'm building a cathedral where my skin used to be, to keep out the world and to keep out the me. The soft parts are dying, the nerves are all gone, replacing the weak with the iron and brawn. Every mile is a stitch in a suit made of scars. I'm losing the moon and I'm losing the stars. Don't try to touch me, don't try to get in. I'm locked in the cage of my original sin. It's the iron skin litany chanted in the dark, forging the soul from a mechanical spark. Tempered in whiskey and cooled in the rain. I'm losing the feeling, I'm losing the pain. Wrapped in the cowhide, welded to the frame. The man that I was, he don't have a name. The needles are humming, the tattoos are deep, a promise of silence I'm destined to keep. The ink is the solder that holds me together, stronger than bone and tougher than leather. If you strike me, I'll ring like a bell in the night, but I won't bleed for you and I won't lose the fight. My heart is a piston, my blood is the fuel. The iron skin litany is the only damn rule. It's the iron skin litany chanted in the dark, forging the soul from a mechanical spark. Tempered in whiskey and cooled in the rain. I'm losing the feeling, I'm losing the pain. Wrapped in the cowhide, welded to the frame. The man that I was, he don't have a name. Harder than the law, colder than the grave. Nothing left to lose, nothing left to save. It's the iron skin litany chanted in the dark, forging the soul from a mechanical spark. Tempered in whiskey and cooled in the rain. I'm losing the feeling, I'm losing the pain. Solid as the bite, still as the stone. Finally, I'm alone. streets are faded, the pain is a ghost, standing like a soldier at a lonely outpost. I passed it at midnight, I passed it at 3. It feels like the marker is following me. 009 on a cold concrete face, the start of the journey or the end of the race. I burned 10 gallons, but the scenery's the same. The road is a circle with a secret name. Is the world getting smaller? Is the night getting long? Or did I take a turn where the engine went wrong? It's the midnight milestone, watching me pass, reflecting my life in a splintered glass. I'm running in circles on a dead man's track. The road goes forward, but it leads me back. Locked in the numbers, stuck in the zone. The midnight milestone leaves me alone. Look at the odometer is spinning in reverse, like time is a blessing that turned to a curse. The trees are all skeletons, the moon is a hole. I'm losing the map and I'm losing my soul. I tried to stop, I tried to turn around, but my ties are glued to this haunted ground. Every mile I conquer is a mile I've already bled. It's the midnight milestone, watching me pass, reflecting my life in a splintered glass. I'm running in circles on a dead man's track. The road goes forward, but it leads me back. Locked in the numbers, stuck in the zone. The midnight milestone leaves me alone. Pay the crime. Watching me pass, reflecting my life in a splintered glass. I'm running in circles on a dead man's track. The road goes forward, but it leads me back. Still nine, always nine. The pews are made of leather, the altar's made of tin. We're gathering the brothers for the washing of the sin. No wine inside the chalice, no bread upon the plate, just a gallon of the liquid that can settle every fate. We pass the nozzle around like a holy golden cup. Drink the fumes of freedom till the sun is coming up. It's the nectar of the rebel, it's the honey of the beast, and every man among us is a high-octane priest. Can you smell the spirit? Can you feel the heat? The congregation's moving to the rhythm of the street. It's a gasoline communion, pour it in the tank. Better than the money that they're locking in the bank. Blood of the engine, sweat of the soul. Losing our religion just to keep the whole control. Taste the fire, breathe the black. There ain't no holy water that can bring a brother back. We got the 91 running through our veins, burning out the boredom and the rattle of the chains. When the world is getting cold and the law is getting thin, we light a match of courage just to see the devil grin. One drop for the journey, one drop for the ghost. To the ones who ride the hardest, we offer up the toast. The pump is our apostle, the nozzle is the sign. It's a gasoline communion, pour it in the tank. Better than the money that they're locking in the bank. Blood of the engine, sweat of the soul. Losing our religion just to keep the whole control. Taste the fire, breathe the black. There ain't no holy water that can bring a brother back. Just to keep the whole control. Passing the cup, bearing the shame. Everything we love is going up in flames. Town without a name. The dust was tasting bitter and the wind felt like a flame. But when I tried to pull it up, the steel refused to budge. Like the concrete was a jury and the gravel was a judge. There's a magnet in the mountain, there's a demon in the dirt, telling me that if I leave, somebody's gonna hurt. I'm leaning on the left side, I'm tilted to the ground, waiting for the silence to make a holy sound. The spring is tight, the metal's cold. I'm stuck inside a story that's already been told. Oh, it's a kickstand curse holding me in place. I can't find the rhythm, I can't find the grace. The road is calling out, but the iron says no. There's a dead upon the land before I'm allowed to go. Locked to the pavement, anchored to the sin. The kickstand curse won't let the ride begin. I looked into the shadow that the engine cast below. It looked like a gallows in the sunset's dying glow. Maybe it's a warning of a trap along the line. Maybe it's a bullet with a name that looks like mine. The more I fight the lever, the deeper it sinks in into the black asphalt. Like a needle in the skin, you can't run from a place that won't let you walk away. Oh, it's a kickstand curse holding me in place. I can't find the rhythm, I can't find the grace. The road is calling out, but the iron says no. There's a dead upon the land before I'm allowed to go. Locked to the pavement, anchored to the sin. The kickstand curse won't let the ride begin. Pull it up, 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 pull it up. Oh, it's the kickstand curse holding me in place. I can't find the rhythm, I can't find the grace. The road is calling out, but the iron says no. There's a dead upon the land before I'm allowed to go. Anchor in the dark, wait upon the soul. I've lost all the control. When the moon was high, underneath the cold and a starless sky. By the time the sun hit the concrete floor, the prophecy was leaking through the garage door. A black pool spreading like a velvet sin, showing me the places where the trouble's been. I'm leaning down, I'm squinting my eyes, reading the truth in the iridescent lies. It ain't just a leak, it ain't just a mess, it's the map of a heart on the cardiac stress. Oh, listen to the oil stain oracle, what does it say? be settled, a price to be paid. Dark ink on the stone, a message from the core. The oracle is bleeding on the garage floor. Look at that curve, that's a turn gone wrong. That jagged edge is where I don't belong. The rainbow shimmer in the center of the dark is the ghost of a brother who lost his spark. One drop for the traitor, two for the law. The clearest vision that I ever saw. The engine is talking, it's spilling its guts, telling me who's sane and telling me who's nuts. So listen to the All-Stain Oracle. What does it say? There's a storm coming down the interstate way. The shapes in the black, they look like a blade. A debt to be settled, a price to be paid. Dark ink on the stone, a message from the core. The oracle is bleeding on the garage floor. You see that shape? That's a crown of thorns. And that one? That's the color of a widow's mourns. The bike is crying, and it's crying for you. The shapes in the black, they look like a blade. A debt to be settled, the price to be paid. The ore don't lie, the concrete remembers. Fire in the oil, and ash in the embers. Hitting 90, and the moon is looking thin. I feel a cold wind blowing underneath my skin. I looked to the left, and I saw a flash of white. A rider on a chopper made of splinters of the light. He didn't have no patches, he didn't have no skin, just a grin made of ivory and a jawbone made of sin. He's matching every gear, he's following my line, a skeletal reflection of a life that used to be mine. He ain't got no shadow, he ain't got no soul. He's just here to take back everything I stole. Oh, there's a skeleton in the saddle, riding by my side, looking for a place where a dead man can hide. His hands are just bone on the cold iron bars. He's whistling a tune to the cold, indifferent stars. Run for the border, run for your life, before the skeleton takes you for his wife. I tried to outrun him. I opened up the gas, but he's moving like a whisper through a pane of broken glass. He pointed at my heart with a finger made of dust and whispered, brother, even the iron turns to rust. He's the king of the ditches, the lord of the wreck. I can feel his icy fingers on the back of my neck. Every bridge I cross is a bridge he's already burned. Oh, there's a skeleton in the saddle, riding by my side, looking for a place where a dead man can hide. His hands are just bone on the cold iron bars. He's whistling a tune to the cold indifferent stars. Run for the border, run for your life, before the skeleton takes you for his wife. Click, clack, he's on your backbone steel. He's at the wheel.
I spent an hour polishing the silver and the steel, trying to wipe away the way that I feel. I looked into the tank at the surface so bright, and I saw a man standing in a different light. He had a clean shirt and a look in his eye that didn't know the weight of a brother's lie. He had a house with a fence and a woman on the porch, instead of holding on to this burning torch. The sun hits the metal and it blinds me for a second, showing me a path that I never would have reckoned. Oh, it's the chrome mirror's light, shining so sweet, showing me a life that I'll never ever meet. A ghost of a man who's got nothing to hide, while the devil is enjoying the hell of a ride. Polished and perfect, a silver-plated grace, the chrome mirror's light is spitting in my face. In that reflection, there ain't no blood on the hand, there's no reaper on the back making a demand. He don't wake up screaming from the sound of a gun. He's just a father, he's just a son. But then a drop of oil or a smudge of the grease breaks the illusion and it murders the peace. The chrome turns to gray and the ghost starts to fade back to the death that's already been made. Oh, it's the chrome mirror's light. a man who's got nothing to hide, while the devil is enjoying the hell of a ride. Polished and perfect, a silver-plated grace. The chrome mirror's light is spitting in my face. Don't look too deep, you won't like what you see. The man in the mirror is better than me. So sweet, showing me a light that I'll never, ever meet. Just a reflection, just a dream. Nothing is ever as bright as it seems.
The oil is the wine. I'm carving the sigils in a crooked line. Inside the covers where no one can see the names of the brothers who died just for me. Seal them up tight with a gasket of lead, connecting the living to the ghosts of the dead. When the piston starts moving and the heat starts to rise, the voodoo awakens beneath the disguise. Feel the vibration, hear the steel hum. Wait for the fire, wait for the drum. It's the valve cover voodoo burning inside, a secret protection for a hell of a ride. The hotter the engine, the stronger the spell, keeping my spirit from the hunger of hell. Names in the metal, blood in the oil, valve cover voodoo, making it boil. The law's got their Bibles, the saints got their shrines, but I've got my magic in the fuel injection lines. A scratched out pentagram on the intake manifold, a story of power that'll never be told. It's the grease on my knuckles, it's the soot in my hair, the kind of religion that'll give them a scare. The machine is a vessel, a weapon, a priest. It's the valve cover voodoo burning inside, a secret protection for a hell of a ride. The hotter the engine, the stronger the spell, keeping my spirit from the hunger of hell. Names in the metal, blood in the oil, valve cover voodoo, making it boil. searching for a hell of a ride. The hotter the engine, the stronger the spell. Incense of gasoline, altar of chrome. Bring the boy back, bring the boy home. Got a spine made of yellow lines and tar. She knows exactly where and who you are, stretching her limbs through the valley in the pines. A shifting beast that the surveyor defines. 1 minute she's a lover, smooth and white and black. The next she's a dragon with a mountain on her back. I'm riding on her skin, I'm biting on her tail, trying to stay steady on this iron-hard trail. She's breathing through the cracks, she's watching through the dust. She's waiting for the moment that you lose your trust. Oh, the highway chimera, she's a hungry kind of beast, feeding on the restless from the west to the east. She'll swallow up your shadow, she'll tangle up your mind, leave your broken spirit and your memories behind. Asphalt and bone, fire and stone. The chimera never lets you ride alone. The exit signs are teeth, the tunnels are a throat. I'm wearing my survival like a heavy leather coat. She changes her face when the rain starts to fall, turning from a highway to a slippery wall. Is she leading me to glory? Is she leading me to death? I can smell the burning rubber on her hot and heavy breath. You can't tame the monster, you just try to stay alive. Oh, the highway chimera, she's a hungry kind of beast, feeding on the restless from the west to the east. She'll swallow up your shadow, she'll tangle up your mind, leave your broken spirit and your memories behind. Asphalt and bone, fire and stone. The chimera never lets you ride alone. The road is a lie, the road has a will. If you don't feed the beast, she'll go for the kill.
kickstand's down for the very last time. The end of the mountain, the end of the climb. No more oil on the hands, no more blood on the vest. The engine is quiet, the heart is at rest. The road that I traveled, it's a ribbon of gray, wrapping up all of the things I could say. I'm leaving the keys in the dirt by the gate. I finished my dance with the devil and fate. The fire is out, the smoke is all clear. I'm facing the ghost that I've always feared. It's a requiem for a renegade played on the wind, a prayer for the losses, a toast to the sin. No bells are ringing, no choirs will sing, just the hollow sound that the memories bring. Lay down the leather, let go of the pride. This was the end of a hell of a ride. The club is a shadow, the patch is a stain. I'm finally breaking the link in the chain. Don't build me a monument, don't carve a stone. Just leave me out here where the desert has grown. I'll turn into salt, I'll turn into sand, a part of the dust of this beautiful land. The silence is louder than any machine, the purest of sounds that I've ever seen. It's a requiem for a renegade played on the wind, a prayer for the losses, a toast to the sin. No bells are ringing, no choirs will sing, just the hollow sound that the memories bring.